This is my answer to everything.
Hey guys and gals, welcome to this week's pre-foreclosure tip of the week from Pre-Foreclosure Daily Grinds. Chris, the drummer Bose, and Bob LaChance. This week we have about 3 tips, right? 3 tips this week. Very good week. We actually have a property right now that we're going to talk about that the actual appraisal came back a lot lower than the initial offer. Okay, and that's been happening. I know we talked about this a little bit prior in one of our prior videos, but this has been very, very important, especially in a depreciating market, and how to handle that. It's a property here in Connecticut that we're dealing with. Just to give you guys a little background, in Connecticut, all of our cities are touched. All of our houses are close together. It's not like a rural area. Everything's on top of each other. So the comps from one side, for instance, let's talk about Hartford, Connecticut. Okay, you could have this side of the tracks where property values are $250,000. You have the other side of the train tracks that are $150,000, $100,000. Okay, so it's extremely important to know your areas. It's number one. Number two, you have to make sure that the end buyer's appraiser or lender, okay, knows what side of the tracks they're on, correct? So Chris, why don't you talk about this deal a little bit?
Well, this one we had an offer come in about $175, and it was sent off. We sent off to the bank. The offer was approved. Buyer's currently in their settlement process right now. They're working towards their loan commitment. And the appraisal, I was told, the buyer's appraisal came in about $150 on this one.
$150, so it's a $25,000 difference there. Okay, so what did you do?
So the good news is here, and this is what I did, and what all of you would want to do in a situation like this is just make sure you get the appraisal report. Maybe the agent will send it to you, or the attorney or title agent if you're in a title company state. Get the appraisal report. Make sure to send it to the over to the negotiator right away. Explain to them the situation. And the good news is that if this is what the buyer's appraiser, the certified appraiser, is coming back and saying that this house is worth, well, obviously we all know that's all that the buyer is going to be able to. That's all their lender is going to give them to buy the house. So this is something that when you go back to the negotiator, what are they going to say? What are they going to do? There's nothing is the answer.
And what kind of objections are they going to give you aside from this is factual evidence or proof on the value of a property?
Right.
Okay, so bottom line is make sure you guys get a copy of that appraisal report and send it off to the lender, and you should get an acceptance from the mere fact that you do have that appraisal. You should.
Yeah, and just so you guys know, we've had this situation arise with at least a half a dozen different lenders. And each time we've had this situation arise, the lender had came back and gave us the written approval at the appraised price.
Okay.
So.
And here's another tip along those lines. Okay. We just did a rehab deal where we were concerned a little bit on what the appraisal may come back at. Just because all of the comps that were online on the MLS, which a lot of our appraisers draw from, all the comps showed, because of the square footage, a lower value. So what we did is we went to the town hall and we pulled up all of the private sales off MLS comps, printed it up, and guess what? These values were a heck of a lot higher. So that's just another way what you guys could do is go to your local town halls or city halls, pull all of the off MLS non-listed comps, and make a copy of them and give it to them. Okay? They use these, and it came back, and just to go along with our story, it came back at the value that really it should have been. If it was actually the MLS, it would have come under, about $20,000 under.
Right.
So that's just another tip that you guys could do. And your real estate agents, too, could also use that on your listings, and also the investors. So that's a good tip.
Yeah.
All right, our second tip this week. 9 days, 1 week.
7 days.
7 days. What the hell am I talking about? 7 days. Short sale accepted with a lit and loan servicing.
Yeah.
Chris, you want to talk a little about that? It was a multifamily property, right? In
Right.
Manchester?
Yeah, nothing better than when you're able to get a offer that's right up there around market value. Because banks love to see them, and they love to get them closed as soon as they can.
So I think we broke a record here. So I'm gonna pat Chris on the back here. But anyway, guys and gals, if some of these lenders right now, okay, especially since it's getting towards the end of the year, it's October right now, but towards the end of the year right now, a lot of these lenders may, depending on which lender it is, accept these offers a lot quicker. Okay. That's a good thing.
Yes, exactly.
So that's our tips for the week. But anyway, guys, on that note, guys and gals, check out ManageMyShortSale.com. Okay, it's our online short sale management and loan modification tool. Best in the business. It has a training module behind it and a mentorship behind it. But anyway, this is Chris, the Drummer Bowes, and Bob LaChance from Preforeclosure Daily Grind. Also check out Short Sale Daily News. We'll see you guys next week. Have a great one.
This is my answer to